Hey there, everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is a tough week. Some of you have gotten texts from me. I tried to post it on social media. There's a pretty intense shift of energy right now. Tuesday morning, well, we'll just say that it's really important that you do self-care this week. It's a 5 to 7 day shift depending on the person. So there's a lot of feeling depressed, but people are telling me that it doesn't feel like their own depression, just like there's a heaviness going on. There's feeling of helplessness. There's a feeling of despair. Some of this isn't yours, and some of it is just a collective shift of consciousness and change. And when there's big shifts like this, sometimes the more sensitive will feel like they're helpless and that they can't or don't have the means to fix it, okay? So I was really thinking hard about it this morning and like, what universe kind of like, how can I help people understand that some of this is not their own stuff? So how do we not own stuff that doesn't belong to us? How do we pay attention to what the universe is trying to tell us and our connection to that without feeling helpless and not able to do anything about it? So the card today that got pulled was 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. Defend to the end the worthwhile. Now, the owl is my favorite, but the owl is also, in many cultures, a harbinger of change, and change is not bad. Change by its nature is not bad. But change can be awful for a lot of people to handle. So I'm going to read what the book says, because there were a couple parts in here that I thought were pretty cool. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Without its foundation of truth, we are all to be forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. You are a sacred warrior. You are a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and the grief of the world. You have raged at injustice and oppression in your own life and in the world. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love because love is too easily smothered with lies and fear. Love is the biggest deal there is. The sacred warrior is vigilant in the presence of love, so that it is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths. Even if others find unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, you should not suppress those feelings. Your feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion from a place of love. This also includes the fear of loss. And actually, it includes fear of anything. This oracle, this card, brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps on your path. They are no less important than the noticeable or big dramatic steps. Being vigilant with what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest amount and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the outside. Darkness is intelligent, sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that it is one time you can forget what you promised, or that darkness will lure you into a sleepy ambivalence and dull your light. The sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor to be true to what is meaning and never ever allow it to be cast aside, even if it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life to prevent seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. The joy of the sacred strength is to expand. And in that expansion, there's a relaxed awareness that can sense the presence of fear and immediately respond to it with fierce compassion. You are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. That this big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life, it may be in a matter that it does not seem to hold much, and it may feel like it doesn't hold much importance. Ask for help through the healing process. Stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are and defend to the end what is worthwhile. If you intuitively feel guided to read and speak your truth, then do so. So here's the prayer that comes with this. I call upon the sacred warrior of unconditional love. I ask for your support, protection, and assistance and intervention on my behalf through the unconditional love, that what is truly worthwhile for the light and life of heart to be protected and be preserved within me and within the world for the greater good, through my own free will, blessed be. I'll read that again. I call upon the sacred warriors of unconditional love. I ask for your support, protection, and assistance and intervention on my behalf through unconditional love, that what is truly worthwhile for the light and life of the heart to be protected and preserved within me and the world for the greater good. Blessed be. The big thing, I think, right now is that so many people are feeling fatigued and overwhelmed and kind of this depression that's not really their own. I've had a couple people who are like, there have been quite a few people who have made some significant shifts in their life in the last year, and right now they're doubting all of it. They're doubting whether or not they should just chuck it all in the garbage and say, fuck it, and go somewhere else and go back to the way things were, or maybe they were wrong. Maybe the universe is telling them something different. When there's big consciousness energy shifts like this, you have to self-care. Talk to your guides, honor your path, rest, make sure you're getting good sleep. If you're being disturbed by nightmares, that's part of the shift. Epsom salt baths, charged water, get outside, get some sunshine. Really, truly find some sunshine. I know right now, like California is inundated by rain, so sunshine's hard to come by. Get yourself a light lamp. Like, if you don't have one and it's hard to get one, get as much ambient sunshine, outside daylight as you possibly can. Sun rays will even reach you through the clouds. Right now, there's a shift going on. And it's a big one. There's a lot of people that are really sensitive to it right now. That collective consciousness, as it goes through shifts, as it prepares for things, it can really disrupt and make you doubt everything. And some people are just more sensitive to it. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with you. You just have to honor yourself and protect yourself through self-care right now. Right now, that's the big push from my guides, from other people's guides. If you're an energy worker and you're working with clients and you're getting inundated, it's okay. Make sure you're self-caring. Make sure you're prepared for that. I just came out of a huge 4-day migraine, and I haven't had a big migraine in a long time, not one that lasted like days. And I know that for me, that's a totally different thing that's going on, but it also forced me to self-care and kind of do nothing for a couple days, because now I'm working. Now I'm here for my clients, and I'm able to do this for them. And it's important. It's important that we're here for one another, and it's really important that we honor that shift, and we honor that we have that connection with that collective consciousness, that change is coming. And I've gotten it over and over and over from lots of guides that the next 5, 6 days, 7 days, people are going to need, especially those sensitive people, you're going to need a little bit of extra care, self-care. You're going to need to have a little bit more honoring of the self, respecting the self, and not make any big rash decisions, because some of you were more susceptible to collective conscious depression, like depression that's not your own. That feeling of sadness and helplessness and hopelessness and unworthiness doesn't mean it belongs to you, okay? And life doesn't stop happening when this collective connection triggers all of these feelings. So then you have your life that happens, and sometimes just barreling through it doesn't work. You have to go, okay, I just need to stay at home, take an Epsom salt bath, cry in the corner, try not to eat bonbons and ice cream, okay? Like, sugar is not going to help it. Really fast dopamine hit, but doesn't mean it's going to help all of this. So make sure you're charging your food, veggies, steamed veggies, whole foods, charged water. Stay away from the alcohol, stay away from the sugar. Try to eat clean right now. Try to put in your body clean things, light meats like fish and chicken. Try to stay away from pork and red beefy meats. Light foods, charged water, sunshine. Some herbs that you can look at would be lemon balm is good, peppermint is good, catnip is good, really light spring-like herbs, flowers that bloom in the spring, anything that kind of brings that spring energy, that lightness, that summerness. Actually, calendula might be a good one too. To bring up your vibration, ease your vibration while this heaviness is going on. So I'm going to sign off, but I really wanted to make sure that today's daily devotional was a really good one for today. It's recognizing that you and your warrior consciousness hold on to your light, take care of you while the shift is happening, and then you can work on others. We do need to rely on one another. And this community of light workers and energy people who are aware of their collective conscious connection, it's important to work on the self-care part. Don't make rash or impulsive or responses that then are following someone else's negative stuff. Hold on to your truth. Hold on to your connection. And allow your animals to comfort you and spend time with you. Astra's sitting on my lap this morning. She's like, I want to be with you, Mom. And that's okay. Have a beautiful day, my friends. Take care of yourselves. Understand that a lot of you really are connected to that universal consciousness, and it's okay to feel these things, but it's also really, really important that when you have a big shift like this, you take care of yourself first. You can't be there for someone else if you can't take care of yourself first. And if y'all need anything, you've got my email, connect in. I'm happy to be available if you need to talk and to work and figure out where all this fits. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.